Yeah.
All right, I'm sitting here with Billy Don Burns. I should probably be a little more prepared for this interview, but sometimes those are the best ones.
Well, you know I am a professional.
Yeah. So yeah, we're sitting outside the Great Pacific in Pendleton, Oregon. Just figured I'd ask him a few questions and get him to tell a few stories. I think the one question that I've been wanting to ask you is, as far as the music business when you first started to now, what would you prefer more? You think it was better when you first started out than it is now with the internet change and everything?
Well, the internet has helped independent artists like myself tremendously. It's like now your fans can kind of get to know each other, and it's really been good for all of guys like me. What I liked about the old days was when I went to Nashville, 1972. There was a lot of old houses on Music Row that on 16th, 17th, and 18th Avenue that were just so houses that had been bought for that music district over the years, and you know, where Waylon hung out and everybody else, and so it don't happen like that much anymore. It's for one thing, all the houses are gone, the big high rises. But you know,
well, it's kind of funny you say that. A lot of people from like the generation above me say the same exact thing about Seattle in that grunge era and how much that changed the city in general too. They say that a lot of the old housing has been tore down and the prices have driven up and stuff like that. So
yeah, I think when you have somebody start selling millions of records, remember Waylon and Willie and Jesse and them, they got the first platinum album. That's about 76, I guess. But I imagine when Nirvana and all those cats start happening, it moves into big lawyers from all over, you know, and naturally it's going to change. And Seattle probably kind of like Nashville like that, I guess.
What's your favorite genre of music outside country? That's something I want to know. I always hear you talk about Willie Nelson and Waylon and Hank Sr. and all of them. After last night, I think it sounds like you're a pretty big Dylan fan too.
Yeah. He's great. I tell you, if I listen to radio, I usually listen to old rock and roll or big band. I'm not listening to mainstream radio in years. Nothing against it or nothing. I just don't ring my bell, you know. And, and I like punk rock, you know. I've worked with a lot of those guys and played a lot of those clubs, and they're good, cool people that just want real music. So they're really my kind of people, you know. I like a little of all of it, but not all of any of it. You know?
Yeah. Is there a moment in your life where you can defy the moment where you decided that you were going to be a musician and that was it?
You know, I kind of thought I'd be in it in the early years. You know, we had bands when we were 15, and people mostly liked me all those years, which encouraged me to stay in it. But when I was in basic training in the Army, they had a talent contest for the entire base, and and I got some guys, and we put a band together, and when they had the show, it was like 6,000 people, which I'd never played for nothing like
Jesus
that.
Christ.
And be damned if I didn't win it, man. And Don Grady of My Three Sons, played Robbie of My Three Sons, he was there and gave the trophy to him. And when I got out of the Army, I knew that I was gonna. I knew when I got in, I'd never get out. I knew it's almost like I didn't have a choice there, and it was like it's almost, brother, like it chose me instead of I chose it.
Yeah. What'd you want to be when you were a kid?
When I discovered, I discovered Hank Williams first, and shortly thereafter I discovered Johnny Cash. And I remember I was about 10 years old and got my mama to buy me a black shirt, and I was acting like Johnny Cash then. And I remember I got to school and this one kid said, who do you think you are, Johnny Cash? And boy, that was a big thing for me. I thought, hell yeah. It's crazy, ain't it? I mean, it's crazy shit. But I just thank God I always managed to make a living at it too, you know. So there was really nothing else I could do to make as much money as I made playing music, you know.
Yeah. You've been involved a lot on the business end of things, haven't you? Like publishing and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've been involved in at least 3 or 4 companies that I own part of, and of course the biggest one, me and Hank Cochran had one called Hank and Me Music for about over 7 years, and I remember I seen Willie one time, and I said, Willie, Hank just bought me a brand new Lincoln Town car to sign this deal, this publishing deal. I said, can you believe that? Willie said, yeah, I can believe that. You're a great writer, man. And it kind of went over my head and really got me by the shoulders and said, you're a great writer, man. And damn, I got tears in my eyes, and I heard him that time. I heard him the first time, but I didn't. But you know, I ain't never had no big hits. I was never considered a commercial writer. And I was also known for going to the studio and taking my song away from people and whooping their ass if it come to it. And that ain't the way to be. But, you know, I guess I got, you know, if you play honky tonks for 45 years, you've seen a lot of fucking action, you know.
Mm.
And
There's not a lot left anymore.
so, you know, I'm not scared of nothing. It's dangerous as hell, but I don't know how we got there. Did you ask me?
That doesn't matter.
Well, I tell you what, brother. I was just telling Catherine before you come. I said, you know, Aaron Harris. I said, he had me out at Ruckus in the Boonies, and he told me before I left if I wanted to do a tour in the Northwest, if he could book it. And I said, well, he's a cat that does what he says. He, you know, he don't go around saying he can do shit he can't do. And I said, I like that guy, man. and I do, bro. You booked a good tour, and was mindful of distance between gigs, and just a good.
Yeah.
Been good for me. Always been good for you.
Yeah, it's been good.
It's
Been really
rich on this tour, but
Huh?
so I don't think either one was going to get rich on this tour.
No,
but it's a good first tour with you, brother. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. It's been fairly easy as far as getting you gigs go. You know, a lot of house shows, which is cool.
Hey man, I love the house concerts. I tell you, they sell buy a lot of merch.
Mm-hmm.
They come to listen.
Yep.
I like them.
I do too. They're some of my favorites. especially when you're in a situation like we are, where they know they're booking you. You know, like I've played a few where it was just parties, you know, and
Right.
but that kind of ended up turning out shitty. But for the most part, I've had nothing but luck with house shows.
Yeah.
Usually they pay a little better. So, because the people there, they're not spending all their money on beer, so
Yeah.
they can throw a few extra bucks in the tip jar.
Yeah, our you know, home jobs are famous. You know, you got guys chasing women, women chasing guys.
Here's a good fucking question for you. So I got some family. One of them just passed on. My Aunt Judy. They used to play honky tonks when before I was even born. That was their thing. And
I probably played before you was even born.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure you did. But they used to play a lot of bars and shit like that. But my Aunt Judy's husband Cliff said that the pay pretty much hasn't changed a whole lot. So you get about $200-$300 in the mid to late 70s playing honky tonks, and it's pretty much the same now if you're good.
Well, yeah, it's baby, I laid down my pick and I don't know where I laid it. Did you see?
Do you think?
I think what?
Do you think is that pretty accurate? Not a whole lot's changed as far as pay goes.
Well, I know like the honky tonks around Nashville are still pretty much like they were in the 70s, but man, every now and then I get like when Train Called Lonesome came out in 2002.
He's gonna sit down.
Yeah, you're not. Brandon.
What?
Here, just shoot. You can shoot him.
Oh, I forgot that I was doing it.
Yeah, just follow him when he gets up.
I didn't have no money behind that little label or nothing, but the guys I cut that with, a bunch of kids I've been working with for a long time, and everybody gave all they had. And that little record, Train Called Lonesome, there was over 500 domestic stations in the United States played that sucker, and took it to #1. And that's where I first started. Like I got a few gigs, like 4,500 a night, and where it went wrong, at least the bus. And that's a lot of money, and let everybody take their girlfriends. And, we had way too many people, but we had a good time. But you can, you know, every now and then you hit a lick and make some big bucks, you know, like that. I had some 6-figure years when I had that record deal in Toronto, crossing Canada, man. I mean, you know, there's not a lot of those jobs, and if you want to make that kind of money, you got to keep records happening. I always put them out too far apart or whatever, but you know, stuff, and we've had some good house parties, you know, $800,000. So, but basically, it's what your friend said. I mean, like Nashville still paying what they were in the 70s. It's hard to believe, but
Yeah.
you know.
You've probably taken a pay cut. I'm sure.
I mean, I'm flexible, you know. I know I ain't no big star in demand or nothing, and I'm thankful for all the gigs I do get. I know that I could be playing for tips a month from now, you know. I hope that won't be, but that's one great thing about music. If you can sing and play, you can go out and pick up $100 about anywhere.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's got to be cheaper to make a record now.
Well,
How much was it? How much did it cost to cut your first record?
Well, man, I don't remember. It's a bad deal. As a shyster in L.A. got a hold of me and rang my ass out, but album, Heroes, Friends, and Other Troubled Souls. If you ever get one that's got the original inserts in them, which that album sold more than any of my albums, but we had a distribution deal. It was in Best Buy stores for about a year and a half, and man, makes a big difference, you know. But on that album, I got 7 co-producers on that album, and the way that come about was I didn't have no money to record, so I'd go to studios where I knew the guys that owned them or run them, and hang out for a little while, smoke a doober or something, and they'd say, "What have you written lately?" And I'd play one. They'd say, "Let's cut that," and I went all over town doing that and cut the whole album like that, and so it didn't cost me nothing. And then when Aaron Rodgers and me did that first project together, what's the name of that album, baby?
Nights when I'm sober.
Nights When I'm Sober. Aaron had a studio, but we didn't have no money, and we put the word out. We needed some musicians, and man, everybody in town seemed like wanted to play on it free, which I gave everybody an Arrowhead. I had a pretty good Arrowhead collection, and Waylon's band come in, did a song with me, but I've been pretty lucky like that. I mean, getting, buddies to play free. I mean, to make your living playing on records. And I've been pretty fortunate with that and studios.
What time is it, Joe? I gotta play at some point in time.
About 5 to 7.
Oh, really?
What's his name come out here a while ago? Ken, and said, "Do you think Aaron would care if I went on first?" I said, "Probably not."
Yeah, I don't know what time he's gonna be done though.
Well, just go in there and take it over when you feel like it. But I usually have him do 2 or 3.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do too many tonight.
Man, you did good last night. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Thanks.
Here a while back I went to see Shooter and met Motorhead's son. He was there.
Oh, Lemmy's son?
Yeah. And Lenny just got killed a couple of weeks before that. But I got to hang out with him there. He was cool. I mean, he was broke up over his daddy, but naturally. But on Motorhead, I got into him, and I like some of that, I just like good music. Don't really care what it is. If it touches my soul,
Yeah.
Probably like you yourself, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't really try to put any kind of limitations on what I like or don't like. I like some weird shit too.
Yeah.
Some stuff that fucking... And then there's stuff that's just nostalgic to me, that I probably wouldn't like if I didn't have, fond memories with the music, shit from my junior high years.
What happened being a child in the 90s?
Oh, yeah. There's some terrible music that came out that I love, but...
I love... Well, it's all I know, but... man, if I died right now... And it was great, man. I mean, drank a toast for me, smoke a joint, whatever. But it was great, man. I met most of my heroes. A bunch of them recorded my songs. Went further than I ever imagined, Met 3 presidents. Can you believe that?
What presidents did you meet?
And never met one that was president when I met him. Bill Clinton was governor.
That's right.
Lamar Alexander, that was governor of Tennessee, and he was later in Ronald Reagan's cabinet, had me and my band campaign for him. We run for governor of Tennessee. Vice President George Bush came down and campaigned with us. And then I got on a commercial flight in L.A. one morning, flying to Chicago. Walked on the plane, and then 1A and B was Pat and Richard Nixon.
Huh.
And I said, Mr. President, could I get your autograph? And he said, sure, son, what's your name? I said, Billy, ain't got two Billy, Richard Nixon. And I heard it's worth a couple of grand because he didn't do a lot of that.
Huh.
That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Got a DOC number, everybody knows that. Ever since they're trying to lie about it.
Yeah.
I ain't proud of it, but hell, it happened, man.
Well.
And it was for absconding, running off. Couldn't live with that probation I got on a little deal. And it's the hardest part of it, I think, really. Because they want you to fail.
Yeah, they sure do. They try to get them fucking young nowadays too.
Oh man, that's what I told Kevin. I said, man, the worst thing I've seen really in prison is all these kids that have been entangled in that.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, they're fucked.
And they just come right. It's a revolving door. Some of them got back before.
Even younger nowadays too. You start seeing them going to juvie and 13, 14.
And man, I'd never had a felony. Everybody thought the judge was a little hard on me. And, Willie wrote him a letter, man, which I kind of felt like he held it against me or something, because he gave me 2 years for absconding. I did 13 months. But one day it was over, wasn't it, baby?
All right. I better get in there. Maybe
Okay,
we'll
bro.
try to get some more footage after we're done.
Hey, man.